How's it going, everyone? Jiivita here with another Let's Play episode. Let's see, your last episode we were kind of focusing on mining, and particularly we were focusing on not so much focusing on mining, that's the wrong choice of words there, but focusing on leveling, but also making money so we could continue the way we're leveling up, basically. So right here we're at 254,000 coins, so I say we're doing a pretty good job in that regard. I did do a little bit more mining since the previous episode, basically just did one round of maybe hour and a half. So I think that was like 4 to 5 levels, maybe 4 from mining, because I basically get 1 level per, let's see, your teaching pie, and you burn through, or at least the way I'm doing, I'm burning through about 1 teaching pie per mega fast brew that I'm using. And so yeah, and then burning through hammers pretty quickly. Where I was getting my AoE hammers, they ran out of the durability hammers, so these actually have plus action speed, so actually, of course, well, speeds everything up, but they have no extra durability, so I burn through them faster. However, since I'm focusing on silver and large fossils, I am more than making my money back. In fact, I think I overflowed the request basket at one point, or well, now twice now, so yeah, and still coming out ahead. I went around, I went to the spiritual successor of New Leyden and managed to get basically a whole stack of mega fast brews, so we won't need those for quite some time. I also have quite a few teaching pies. I'm trying to remember, where did I think I tried to buy them from my main account, but I was sold out. So I might have gotten the fast brews and the teaching pies from the spiritual successor to New Leyden, which I need to figure out what their official name is, because yeah, I didn't pay too close attention to that. But and yeah, I kind of burned through quite a few hammers. I do have some extras on my shelves. But if you're unfamiliar, why I'm focusing so much on leveling is because I have a rather massive project planned over here. This is something that's kind of new for me. This is Magica Voxel. It's for, well, modeling in voxel type games. But yeah, I have this pretty interesting piece of land. It's in a decent location. Like, this is a road right here. There's a portal hub over here, and kind of where you see these red outlines, that's more or less the border of my plotted area. So this brown thing right here, that's not mine. But all of this space is kind of a rough sketch of what I want to build. But this is going to be maybe like a shop area that's kind of open air. There's going to be lots of kind of planted stuff all around. But anyway, this takes a lot of plots. I have most of it reserved, but I still need to kind of fill it all in. So that's a very quick rundown of why I'm focusing on what I'm focusing on. But last time I went mining, I actually went to Norkina, which has a pretty decent distribution of silver, but also a little bit better distribution for fossils. But I found out reading on the forums that I might be selling myself short on the large fossils, because I think I was selling them for like 27-ish, and it turns out, like, if you turn it into essence and put it into the minter, you can bump that more up to like 30 or something. So at least until I can verify all of that, I think I'll hang on to my fossils moving forward. But kind of pop out here, and yeah, so that almost completely decimated my teaching pie. So I got 160,000 experience right there. I wonder where I got that from, because I have crafting tables down there, refineries over here, then furnaces. There we go. Got a little bit more from the furnaces. I guess we can just go ahead and eat another teaching pie just to make sure we don't miss out on some double experience here. But yeah, I dumped pretty much all of my iron into my smelters, and of course I get experience for doing that. Kind of set up a little skill page over here with was efficient crafting for the reduced fuel costs, and then of course volume crafting for mass crafting. And so yeah, I should well, I do have a whole bunch of crafting tables down here where I queued up some rock, but I'm guessing, yeah, it looks like I already, oh, there's a little bit more experience. And then I took some of the colors that I just really don't like, mostly silk yellow, I think is what it's called. There we go. There's another. Nice. We got about 300,000 experience from just that crafting alone. So we got nice level 77. So oh, there's level 78. Very nice. But of course, some of that was from, wow, we completely decimated that teaching buff. So yeah, basically, I'm just, constantly trying to keep a teaching buff on my character at all times. Because, I'm doing some crafting on this character and, of course, doing all the mining. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like we have some silver. It's like I said, we kind of overflowed the request basket at some point. Looks like it's all mixed up here, so get all of this. We could probably look at maybe selling the gold as well. It's not as good as the silver price, but considering we just got it as a byproduct, it's just kind of bonus. But as far as, we might kind of do a little bit of shopping for this episode because, one, I need more hammers, and I also need to start gearing up for getting all the materials for making bricks. So that's going to be a lot of clay, soil. I know some good locations that I've used in the past for clay. I need to find a good spot for ash, so I could maybe use some of the block farms for that, but can't really do much of that until we get some appropriate tools for the job. So probably head over to, the Golden Fist, because they have a pretty wide variety of AoE tools. And I did check out, I think I mentioned last episode, like original forgeries or forgery, something like that. And I checked them out, and it seems like the average price is like 9,000 to 10,000 for an AoE tool over there. They do have kind of like a budget area, but they're not as good as the ones at the Golden Fist. And they're basically the same price. Like I'd have to use the strength brew instead of the speed brew. So as long as they're in stock, I guess I'm going to be using the Golden Fist for the foreseeable future. At least until I can find yet another place to maybe sate my appetite for, looks like they restocked. Yeah, last time I recorded, I think it was like on Monday or something like that. And I think coming off of the weekend, they were pretty low on stock. That's tier 5. Here's the tier 6. So nutritionally challenged debuff, that's a little bit annoying. Didn't they say this was, it's got minus energy drain? Oh, okay, so that's just tier 6. There's no, here's the ones with extra durability. These are a little bit more value as far as coin, but then again, like over here are the plus speed hammers, and those are really nice if you just want to power through. Let's see here. Aggravated, energy drain reduced while hungry but increased while full, so that's not overly ideal. Bleeding edge, that's not that big of a deal. Sinking feeling, icy. Okay, so none of that is really that big of a deal. It's only 10 action speed. Is this 20? Yeah, that's 20 action speed. How about this one? We got the 20 action speed. Energy drain reduced while full. Oh, there we go. So as long as we're more or less full on energy, that's going to reduce our energy cost per swing. And since we got that extra action speed, that is going to come in handy. So these are all identical, hopefully, looks like. Yeah, so I think this one, yeah, just buy this entire smart stack. That's it's only 55,000. Very nice. Okay, so let's see here. I guess we could have looked at these. It's an extra 1,000, but like how much faster? Oh, it's only 5 extra action speed, unless, well, there's 30. I don't know. If you're using a speed brew with these hammers, I'm not sure that's really going to make a difference, because there is a hard cap to how fast you can swing a tool. So, I guess I could use a cheaper brew, or yeah, I don't see much of a point. We can take a look. How much extra durability? Okay, got 1,000 or 1,200. 1,400. Okay, so in the ballpark of 1,000 plus. So that's probably worth it over getting the 6,000. Or I guess really they're 7,000 each, and these are 8,000 each. But so your bleeding edge, energy reduced while full but increased while hungry. So that's a good one. And 1,200 extra durability. We have where's one? Oh, that's 1,000 even. There's 1,400, so energy drain reduced while full, that's good. Action speed increased while at high health, but reduced at low health. Okay, these are like my new favorite hammer right here. So, let's see here, looks like... Wow, they must have been going for something completely different, because these have way more damage than is really necessary. That's interesting, but that is fine by me because we got reduced energy drain and they're going to swing faster. So yeah, I just have to make sure I'm getting the right stack here. Energy drain reduced while full, action speed increased while at high. Well, here, I can just do this, and then I don't have to worry so much about if I'm getting the right stack. That's going to be another 55,000, so that's going to bump us, or set us back a while, but this is going to net us a lot of mining. So, make that purchase. Oh, I got a Steam achievement for that. Hey, big spender. Okay. Oh yeah, we were going to look at stuff for low-level materials. So clay, ash. Do we need? Seems like we need mud. I don't know, but that's all shovels. So I think all of these titanium tools, you kind of have to use a strength brew. I'm wondering, maybe you can do like a tier 3. Well, that's still titanium. So we could do a tier 5. Now, those really aren't any cheaper than the tier 6 tools. That's got some plus damage on it. Action speed. I guess we could look for durability versions. I'll make them a little more coin efficient. Here's a tier 5 plus durability. Like they're sold out of. Here's just a tier 5 with nothing real extra on it. Yeah, minus 30 damage. Doesn't even have any quirks on it. Let's see what this is. Wonky trigger. Ooh, I haven't been brave enough to try wonky trigger. That's just one annoyance I don't think I want to deal with. Well, these do have like 1,000 durability on them. Nutritionally challenged. Yeah, I guess they just kind of are done with the forge by the time they're getting quirks, because these don't really have very many quirks on them like the other ones do. 1,000 durability. Oh, yeah, I guess, I mean, here's one with 1,400 durability on it. I can get those. Now at least get me started. Down to 135,000. Traditionally challenged. Ooh, here's another 1,400. Let's see. I don't know. I don't really need that many shovels. So that will do me. Still have 100,000, little over. What else? We got plenty of buffs as far as, you know, food and brews. We can share that with maybe my surface gatherer. He's the one that's going to be using the shovels. I don't think we need any more of that stuff. Oh, I guess we could see about... Oh, nice. So it looks like they haven't changed their price for silver. I'm kind of worried, like, I've been stuffing their baskets full of silver. It's like, am I going to drive the prices down? Or is on the half coin, so we need to make sure we sell even amounts to them. Otherwise, we miss out on, like, a half a coin. Which isn't that big of a deal. So that gives us another 17,000. And pull out... piece of gold. That's going to be another 11,000. And see what their large fossil. Yeah, so they're buying for 27 coin. And what I was reading is that like you mass craft these into essence, and then you're getting like 30 something coins of fossils. So I think I was kind of losing out on that deal, but the qualifier is I don't really think we have enough power on my extractor to even extract the large fossils in the first place, so not really that big of a deal, but is something I need to look into and kind of verify. So let's see here. I guess we can put up our stuff, which we can just return. Yeah, man. You can just return to Sanctum and then do the free warp home instead of, you know, walking home. It's kind of force of habit. I've spent so long of like, oh, I have to memorize how to get home when, yeah, now I can just do it for free. And I don't think I have... I guess we have a little bit of stone there. I think I have most everything already queued up. I guess we could smelt some of this titanium, though. Yeah, it's like almost an entire smart stack of titanium. And it looks like we actually do have iron. So yeah, I guess I didn't smelt the iron from the previous mining trip just yet. Oh, there we go. We can get this started. Basically, the only reason why I'm smelting this right now is for experience. So, just kind of, let's see here. That's another thing I should look into, is making more compact coal, because I got quite a bit of coal over here. And I would hate to do all this smelting just to find out, oh yeah, I'm out of fuel now. Have that kind of hold us up on doing something else. Did I miss? Yeah, I missed some titanium there. A little bit more iron. Got a tiny amount of copper there. Let's see here. Titanium. Go. We can throw some more iron in here. Let's see here. I don't know if this character probably can't compact coal. There's probably some recipe or skill, except we probably have the skills. Because, I mean, we are leveling up quite a bit. And that would be just that much more experience. However, I do want to save some of the crafting for, well, my crafter. And, oh yeah, I guess we could actually switch over to our rudimentary crafting spec here. There we go. Very nice. Do we... Oh, looks like we have... Yeah, all of this is hard coal. Let's see here. So do we have more? Ooh, we do. Wow, we have another 20. So what? I was paying forward. So yeah, I did 4 compactor coils. If you're unfamiliar, these came from Savior, and I was like, oh, you know, since they just gave them to me, and this is supposed to be kind of like living off of the player economy type Let's Play-ish. So... but yeah, I was kind of buying basically like leaf blocks for the price of these coils since I got them for free, so like kind of pay it forward type thing. So we could essentially just buy these and then start compacting hard coal. So all of this stuff came from Savior, except, well, yeah, I think I made this, didn't I? No. Oh, this was my very first loop magnet that I bought, so... Okay, that's okay, those are tools. I saw that gold axe and I was like, is there more gold ore? You actually do have enough to compact some amethyst. And how is... could probably use more spark. Guess I put all of my compacted fuels into the furnaces. Oh, okay. Actually might be some sitting... Yeah, here we go. Not a whole lot. Little bit. We can at least throw this into there so we can kind of keep our spark going. Okay, so we can put our shovels up. We got lots of hammers. And like I said earlier, yeah, here we go. So I have another 5 hammers right here. So we are doing really nicely on tools. Guess we can just throw all of this stuff down here. What do we primarily have? Okay, so we got action speed, more action speed, even more action speed. So yeah, we have a whole stack of action speed hammers, more or less. Except for this one. What's up with this one? That just get mixed in somewhere. It is a tier 6 because it's plus 20 damage, but there's not really anything else exciting on it. That might be a leftover, or maybe that's when I was getting desperate and it was just kind of buying out whatever they had. So okay, so well, we're already 23 minutes in. I guess I could maybe go do a little bit of mining, but I'd have to like heavily edit it to kind of squeeze it in. But yeah, I guess I'll go do some mining and then I'll just kind of check in afterwards of like, oh, this is what I got in such and such time or something. So, but yeah, until then. Okay, so finally made it out to the mine, and yeah, all of these 18 storage shelves were completely full of stone, so I guess that's one of the kind of the hazards of this method is when you're finally done mining, there's no way you're going to have enough inventory to take everything home with you, and then you're done mining and you're kind of lazy and you don't want to come back and get all of the stuff you left behind, so then the next time you come mining, you have to clean up your storage area. So yeah, I also expanded it, so I put another 18 shelves up here, but I guess let's go ahead and get started. It took me like 3 trips of going back and forth to get all that stuff home, but it should be worth, a level at least as far as experience. Just pick that totem right back up. I need to like bring a chrysominter along with me so I can at least throw away the totem and not have it come back all the time. But let's see here. So that's gonna be here. We partially used up this hammer. Yeah, and I figured I'd at least show a little bit of mining just because it's rather ridiculous how big of a difference this 20 action speed makes. Let's see here. I think we still have, yeah, so this one has no extra action speed, so we can put it there. And we're good on teaching food, so we just need a brew. Okay, so here's without the extra action speed. And let's hear, what elevation are we at? 16, so the ideal elevation, at least for silver, would be more like 20, 25, somewhere around in there. However, if we do hang out a little bit lower, our chances of getting gold, amethyst, and large fossils, things like that, is higher. So get more of a variety, but less of, you know, at least what I'm using to make money. But let's switch over to the speed hammer. Yeah, that's just completely ridiculous. It looks like we ran into somebody's beacon. But let's hop up to more like 20, 25, somewhere around in there. So that's 19. Yeah, the only annoying thing is this one has the bleed quirk on it, so we're constantly kind of taking a little bit of damage, but as long as we have the well-fed buff, we actually regenerate faster than we take damage, so not that big of a deal until, at least until we get hungry, and that regeneration buff wears off. And basically, the main thing slowing us down with this setup is just waiting for our energy to regenerate. So this is where having a lower energy consuming tool would really be handy, like either a ruby or sapphire, pretty much anything. Topaz would even be good, except with topaz I think you would have to drink a strength brew, but that's actually not a bad one. It's a little bit slower because you have to use the strength brew, but it's already a pretty fast tool, and it's like you feel like you can swing that thing forever. It just sips energy. So that might have been, I'm trying to remember, because I forged one on my main account, and it might have had some quirks on it, like either the one that gave you extra action speed, or maybe it was the one that even reduced energy consumption even more. So but yeah, at some point, instead of just buying more tools, I want to buy more power coils and maybe kind of get us jump started into doing our own forging so we can start making custom tools for the job, so to speak. Okay, all of that yummy silver. Okay, so our first fast brew has almost worn off. I've already had to go back and drop off inventory. There we go, it just wore off. So yeah, basically one teaching pie per fast brew-ish. You'd think with the speed hammers that I'd have no problems getting through a teaching pie, but having to backtrack to drop off supplies, and yeah, just not to mention waiting for energy to regenerate. It's like it's almost tempting to use was it a starberry pie for the energy regeneration, but then I'd miss out on the double experience, and this is kind of where most of my experience is coming from. I mean, the crafting helps, but it's not as powerful as it once was. So sometimes I just kind of finish off the teaching pie without this fast brew, and then sometimes I don't. But as you can see, I mean, it's practically gone, and let's see here. I guess we can go back and just kind of see what I was able to get with the one fast brew, because I got a decent amount of ore, and give you an idea how much rock that actually equates into, because I mean, your inventory fills up fast when you mine like this. So And it's almost tempting. Ooh, that nice, that's not beaconed. I keep running into this guy. He's got like this lava cave kind of beaconed. Yeah, like I can't get that silver. Get that voxel though. But yeah, it's kind of tempting to maybe bring some crafting tables, maybe a chrysomentor, and you know, while I'm mining, I could kind of queue things up and kind of do it all at the same time. But then I probably have to make a larger beacon, so I don't know. Kind of shift click it back up there. So yeah, we got 900, basically 1,200 silver ore already, plus, you know, random assortment of iron and coal and things like this. Some of this stuff was still here, but I think I had all the ore cleaned out. So pretty decent for just 15 minutes. I mean, that's how long the fast brews last. So 15 minutes, a smart stack of silver, and that's a pretty decent chunk of coin just right there. As long as you can find a buyer. And then, yeah, basically half of a 3x3 storage. So, not shabby at all. But, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end the episode here. I might do a little bit more mining. Maybe later. I think I want to just hurry up and start editing because, yeah, I work, yeah, tonight, basically. So I just have a few hours to get everything kind of ready and uploaded and edited, etc., etc. So you can always finish this trip some other time. And looks like I did finish off my teaching pie at some point, so let's go ahead and eat another one just so I don't become absent-minded at some point and start mining without it. But anyway, this was Jiivita. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more like this, and if there's anything you didn't like, please let me know down below. Also, if you like my channel, want to get cool perks, check out my Patreon page. Until next time, peace.